Alright, let's dive into something that's both fascinating and a little unsettling. A discarded SpaceX rocket is on a high-speed collision course with the moon. Yeah, you heard that right. A piece of human-made debris is about to crash into our lunar neighbor, and it's got everyone from scientists to casual skygazers pretty intrigued. But here's the thing, this isn't just a random event. It's a wake-up call about the growing mess we're creating in space. First off, let's set the scene. This rocket stage has been drifting aimlessly since it launched a pair of lunar landers over a year ago. Now, it's set to slam into the moon at 5,400 miles per hour, 7 times the speed of sound. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is the sheer unpredictability of it all. Space is vast, but our orbits are getting crowded, and this is a stark reminder of that. Bill Gray, a space tracking expert, predicts the impact will happen near Einstein crater, and while it's not a threat to us here on Earth, it's a big deal for lunar science. Here's where it gets even more intriguing. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. A Chinese rocket segment crashed into the moon's far side in 2022. But this time, the impact will be on the near side, which means telescopes on Earth will have a front row seat. What many people don't realize is that these crashes are actually opportunities for scientists. The plume of dust and debris will give us insights into the moon's surface composition and how it reacts to high-speed impacts. It's like a controlled experiment, except it's not controlled at all. From my perspective, the bigger issue here is the growing problem of space junk. We've been launching stuff into orbit for decades, and now it's coming back to bite us. This rocket stage could have been nudged into a safer orbit, but it wasn't. Why? Because there's no international regulation or incentive to clean up after ourselves in space. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a classic case of short-term convenience leading to long-term problems. We're treating space like we treated the oceans, a dumping ground, and that's not sustainable. What this really suggests is that we need better space traffic management. With the moon becoming a hot spot for exploration again, thanks to NASA's Artemis program and private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, we can't afford to leave debris lying around. Imagine if a future lunar base had to deal with random rocket parts crashing into their backyard. It's not just a safety issue, it's a matter of respect for the environment, even if that environment is the moon. A detail I find fascinating is how this event is bringing together professionals and amateurs alike. Benjamin Fernando from Los Alamos National Laboratory is encouraging everyone to observe the aftermath. The impact crater will be too small to see from Earth, but the debris plume could stretch for miles and remain visible for tens of minutes. It's a rare chance to witness the consequences of our actions in space, and I think that's a powerful reminder of our responsibility. If we zoom out, this raises a deeper question: how do we balance innovation with stewardship? SpaceX and other companies are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, but at what cost? In my opinion, we need to start treating space like the fragile frontier it is. We can't just launch things without thinking about where they'll end up. This rocket crash is a small event in the grand scheme of things, but it's a symptom of a much bigger problem. So, as we watch this rocket meet its end on the moon, let's not just see it as a cool spectacle. Let's use it as a moment to reflect on how we're shaping the future of space exploration. Because if we don't start cleaning up our act, the next crash might not be so harmless. What do you think? Are we doing enough to manage our space junk, or are we just kicking the can down the road, or in this case, into the moon? Let me know in the comments below.